No, this is not a dream. You're in the world of Inside Speaks. We're inspiring you to find happiness in your world. Guess what? We outside with it. We like to hammock camp, bike, as well as ruck. That's right. I'm an Army veteran. I served 2 tours, man, with some great individuals, man. We had our ups, we had our downs, just like you go through in life. But I tell you what, I'm gonna share some of them stories with you on this channel. Back to Inside Speaks, military veteran point of view. I am your host, Inside. I'm an Army veteran. I survived 2 tours. I needed to create a channel just for you. That's right, survivors like you. We talk about real stories, real conversations. We show you guys how to thrive, survive, and continue to build. And we also live stream 10 o'clock every morning. So make sure you guys tap in, hit that like and subscribe and share, and do what you do best. Survive. What's going on, guys, man? Welcome back. It is Sunday, man. I hope you guys having an amazing day. Like I say every time, each and every time, man, and make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and you see what the topic is today. You see them letters on that screen. Don't be alarmed. Don't be shocked. Everybody need a little BBL. Build, bond, and live. I was thinking about that when I was sitting here getting ready to do this show. I was out there rucking this morning, and I was like, you know what? I wanted to talk about something today, right? Yesterday, I actually got locked in with some people from the radio station. Shout out to Miss V. Shout out to Quest Promotions, by the way. I'm really thankful for everything that's happening. Some of you guys may know, some of you guys will learn later on what happened yesterday. But some dope things happened yesterday. It was super hot. I'll say that for sure. Full on meltdown. I'm gonna pull the camera up just a little bit. We could tap in and have this conversation. Yeah, it was super hot yesterday, man. Angel got out there and do some shopping. She got to feel a little bit of the heat. I got to feel a little bit of the heat, man. But yeah, it was a great experience, man. It was a great experience. Today, we're talking about the importance of building, bonding, and your life, and we'll replace life with heal. You know what I mean? Build, bond, heal. You know what I mean? I threw the BBL up because that, you know, I don't know, for some odd reason, BBL catch people's attention. And you know what's so funny? I don't even know what it stands for. I have to go research that later on and figure out what the hell BBL means. Anyways, I just know it's some type of surgery or something like that, or whatever. But you know, burnt black living, straight barbecue out here. It really is hot. You guys can probably feel by my energy. I'm still in a meltdown stage right now. I am still melting from yesterday. But all in all, it was definitely a dope day. Definitely had some good conversations with some individuals. Locked in with some individuals. Shout out to DJ Tune. I ain't seen DJ Tune in a hot minute. First thing, that's right. Right when he walked into the place in the establishment I was at. Shout out to Black Cloud Studios. Right when he walked in, because y'all know I get placed a little early than everybody. But right when he walked in and he seen me instantly, it was kind of like a roll back in time. And bro was just like, man, bro, where you been? Oh, God, you know, I got this going. Want to lock in with you. Everybody want to lock back in with you, man, when they, you know, they seen you been on a hiatus and you're really not in the element that most people know you to be in. And when he seen me, it was a good vibe. It was a good reconnect, rebuild. For those that actually know a little bit about Angel and our history, we'll be outside a lot. Well, I will be outside a lot, and she'll be howling when the business comes through. And some of that stuff happened yesterday, man. So big shout out to bro. Shout out to all his success. Hell, he was at that event and then got booked again through Quest Promotions and got locked in to do a show out there in DeSoto. Right. And he was like, bro, you need to come through. I was like, bro, I don't get out like that no more. You know what I'm saying? If I'm coming out somewhere, most likely it's either because Angel asked me to go somewhere, SemiQuest lined it up. There's a and when I say very few, there's very few individuals that could get me to leave this crib. Period. Unless you're talking about going to the woods, doing some hiking or something like that, I'm probably not gonna come. Or unless it's lined up as going through the Inside Look Live or the promotional business and stuff like that, that hit a little different, right? But you got to be up there in the in the spectrum for me to even pop out. But yeah, man, yesterday was hot, man, but it also was fun. It was definitely inviting, which got me to talk about what I'm talking about today, man. I got to kick it with a lot of kids yesterday. Although it was hot, the AC had kind of stopped working, but then we got some fans and stuff like that. See, that's why I like promoters and people that do events. When things go wrong, they instantly jump on it and get out there and get to working. So shout out to Yoshi baby, her whole team, Quest Promotions. They had the supplies out there, you know what I mean? Had the food going. They did some fish. Shout out to Yum Yums. Yum Yums. Yeah, Yum Yums. Yeah, y'all might know what y'all doing back there. I haven't got to see the Yoshi baby and the lady that was out there doing the cooking, man. I ain't seen them since I went out to the dive off 75. And for those that are in the Dallas Fort Worth area, you guys know what the dive off 75 is, right? So that's been almost a year and some change since I've seen them. So the same vibe. Hey man, where you been? Where you at? Where you going, man? You know what I've been doing? I've been building, bonding, and living. I've been building, bonding, and living. Same energy, same knowledge, probably a little bit more knowledge. I mean, a little bit more patience. I'm learning to slow down the way I talk to people. You know, when people always, and when somebody introduces me to new people, this is what it'd be so funny, y'all. Yesterday was funny. You guys go see a little clip. I got a little clip in here too. I'm gonna show you guys. But everybody wants me to meet other people when I come out, right? And it's so funny because instantly my first question normally is, because 9 times out of 10, somebody, hey bro, I need you to meet this person. This is what they do. This, and he'll roll down their whole list of what they do, right? And it's just like, okay, bro. But with me, my first thing I'm gonna ask you is, how are you an asset to what's going on here? I need to know what you are able to do, what you're capable of. I don't want to know what you're known for. I don't want to know your accolades. I want to know what you're able to do or what you are attempting to do, so we're not wasting time in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? I met the radio station lady, and shout out Miss V once again. She wasn't expecting how I came at her though. I know, I kind of felt that. She came up with the vibe, everybody vibing, chilling. It was cool, no bad energy, just off rip. She was just like, "Ooh, you straight to the business, huh?" Yeah, I'm not. You know what I mean? I know everybody crowding around you right now, but here to figure out what the hell we could do and how we could get some stuff rolling. Man, we chopped it up real quick and had some nice conversation. Went over some numbers about how DB was there. For those who don't know DB, he's another artist out here. For that sound that you guys hearing on the show, he's the one that created the opening sound for this show, right? So he sent me 2 beats, and I chose out of those, and I steadily play that one because that's the one I like out of all of them. But we had a great conversation, a great build. With that being said, I met a young lady named Star. Shout out to Star. Right, she was out there doing her photography thing, and let me tell you guys something about photographers. As many of you guys may know, may not know, you have professional photographers, you have just beginning photographers, and you just have people that go by a camera that say they're a photographer. Now, yesterday I met a professional photographer, a driven photographer. She went above and beyond, I will say that. And I definitely will roll some footage for you guys to see what we got going. But before I roll that footage, what I need you guys to do is make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share this with somebody else that may needs to see this, because we're about to build, bond, and live today. So with that being said, I'm gonna roll this footage and just check this out. It's a really dope vibe. And all this happened, and this all came from this event right here. The event I've been talking about the whole week, back to school party and content day. Very dope vibes, you know what I mean? The Black Clothes Studio is pretty dope. Small little area, you know what I mean? A small little parking lot area, real off to the side, down the street from the high school, and then get to come in there and vibe out. And they had the thing set up in there, real set up, man. Unfortunately, the AC went out, but it's all right. They still kept it going. They maneuvered, they pivot. So congratulations to Yum Yum, the cafe. Congratulations to Quest Promotions, man. Y'all did a great thing, and I commend you guys, because most people would have quit. Most people would have gave up. Most people would have shut down. Y'all didn't. Y'all kept it rolling. So I truly, truly, truly appreciate that, especially, you know what I'm saying, because most people don't be doing that. So roll that footage. I know we're in the middle of the show, but I had to do a quick shout out, right? Big shout out to Star. Quest Promotion, Semi-Quest put me on. She got out here and she was killing it, man, with the pictures, organizing the kids on how they need to be situated when they take their photos for this back to school event, right? Very professional. I'm talking about locked in. She was so determined to make sure the photos came out good. She went and got canvases and actually started doing back to school drawings. Had me start to do some back to school drawings, right? So I want to send a special shout out to her. Y'all make sure y'all lock in with her, man. It's all the way up. Let's get it. Oh yeah, by the way, hey, what's going on, guys, man? I'm inside, man. Remember, 7 million not enough. I just met a brother named DeLorean. He gonna tell you what he do on his streaming, how he turn up. Man, y'all enjoy the show. Come on.
We just playing games. That's all.
Okay, what kind of games you play?
Mostly Roblox, or like mostly scary games.
Are you really good? Okay, who's your favorite YouTuber right now?
Kalis.
Amazing content. You know what I mean? And when you roll it, same way I do my kids, you know? When you tell me you want to do something, I'm all in. I love what I do, guys. Yeah, great hike today, Greg Ruck. Yeah, back to the show. Yeah, man, that was a dope vibe, man. I got to chop it up with that young man. He wants to do streaming and content. I was telling him about my son and how he likes to do this stuff. And then Tristan made content. Taylor likes to get. Y'all seen him yesterday hopping in here doing their thing. And when you find individuals like that, or you see mothers out there with their kids, and they really don't know how to show them how to get stuff done, you let them put their hands on stuff. I gave him a mic. I let him grab the camera, and he got out there and did his thing, you know, hands on, you know, having a bond with even kids that you don't even know, making some type of connection can help you balance your life out, to see them succeed, to see them happy. That young man was happy. I got a clip, I might even show that clip too, where he was secretly sneaking over to the camera, and he didn't know he was recording. So he was looking all on the camera, head upside down. And when I started going back to the footage on the camera, I was like, wait a minute. I didn't record this. And come find he didn't know he was recording. He was just trying to figure out how the camera worked and how do I use this? What is this? I've seen it. People use this on streaming. I want to do this. So when I seen it, I instantly went outside and was like, all right, man, here you go. Here's the camera. Here's the mic. Get to rolling. You know what I mean? That creates a mission. So for veterans, right, that are out here reconnecting and getting back to everyday civilian life, that is a great way to connect with individuals. Finding something that you love to do, finding something that a young kid likes to do, and that builds a bond. You know what I mean? It was so funny because he reminded me of Taylor. Now, Taylor got a lot more energy. You know what I mean? He was being a little bit of shot. Taylor got a lot more energy. He finna shake, rattle, and roll. He ain't finna, I got it, daddy, stop. I got it. You know what I mean? But more than that young man and his mother get out there and do her thing and constantly get him rolling, he gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. They had a good time, man. The photographer did. I'm ready to see some of those pictures. She was out there snapping away. I'm talking about she came in there, right? They had the little tables y'all seen, little small tables for the kids. They had a stack of canvases, a stack of construction paper, and a bunch of markers and pencils. All the other parents, everybody else was like on the other side where the food was at, or they were outside chilling right by all the little cars. Man, she came in there, set her camera up, did her little camera thing, put her camera back down, got over there and started drawing. Hey, we need a back to school sign so they could hold for the pictures. And got in there and got them markers and started drawing and stuff up. I was like, okay, this is a little different. Then started showing the kids how to pose, and you don't really see that a lot. Most people get in there to snap their pictures and they gone. You know what I mean? You got a certain amount of the time, and she stayed over her time that she was supposed to be there, and she had another event to do. So shout out to Star. This is my first time ever meeting her. Semi Quest has telling me about her. I ran into her, so shout out to her. She also has her guy or dude, I believe she was telling me. He does graffiti. He has a tattoo shop. I've seen some of the tattoo pictures and videos. So they are creating an event for kids to come to so they can learn how to do graffiti, how they can learn how to do markers and artwork. You know what I mean? You just never know who you meet at these different type of events. No matter if the event is small, large, I mean, it's all about who you connect with and what they can provide, the services they can provide. So I believe she'll be dope. I went and seen some of the pictures that she took. Super, super dope. So shout out to her. Man, I'm telling you, this is I when I said in that video, I love doing this. I really do. I like connecting with people that are actually doing things. I don't want to leave my crib and just go kick it and chill. That's been most individuals that's on that type of time, young. Just be honest with you. Most people that's on that type of time haven't really done a lot, so they still have a need when they get older. They have to get out and do something. They have to get out here and party. Have to get out here and turn up and all that. Man, I've been there, done that, and I kind of like how I got things rolling right now. I got to tell people about the show, so that was pretty dope. You know, people went to go watch some of the show. The kids actually watched a little piece here and there. So good vibes, good things. Turned out really, really good, man. Really, really good. And if you haven't already, make sure you lock in with that man, JB Braswell, because he just did a show right now at the Stardom we've seen. So let's get that footage rolling. I pulled over for just a second. I need you guys to do me a favor. I need you to go to jbcomedy.com and go get you a stanky skin tee. You heard it. That's right. And you might be wondering to yourself, bro, why do I want to get a stanky skin tee for? Well, let me tell you. There's a stanky skin special out right now that you can go purchase only for $5. And you can go check out the video, stream it, run it, get your laugh in the same way I was laughing. He is a veteran, so you know I'm supporting all the way. I got my ticket. Go get yours. Get you some of that stanky skin tee. 100% cotton, unisex. Everybody's included. Have to pull up and let you guys know. It's Inside. Welcome back to Inside Speaks, military veteran point of view. It's only one way to do it, y'all. The right way. Support the people when you can. You may not always got it, so make sure you hit a like, share, and subscribe to everything bro's got going. But if you got a little extra, make sure you go get you some gear, lock in, get you some ticket, and maybe come to a city near you. He's always on the road. Lock in. It's all the way up. Roll that footage. That's right, guys, man. Also, as well, Ink and Instinct. Tap in, man. It's the first annual AuthorCon, Operation Kansas City, September the 12th, 2026. Make sure you guys tap in, man, if you haven't already. Get you some tickets, man. Get you some tickets. You know what I mean? You want to become part of the VIP admissions, you can do that as well. Angel and I is already set up. We about to be out there. I'll be out there MCing. I would like to say hosting or just keeping the energy of the room up. That is exactly what I'll be out there doing. That is my job and that is the mission. And anyway, I was going to do that anyway. When I say just host and all that, I was going to go out there support Angel and have her doing her thing. It's her time to shine. It's her time to do what she do, man. And I love it when she do what she do. If you haven't already, make sure you guys tap in what Angel's got going. Everything. She has a lot. She's actually working on these new flyer joints, man, and getting ready to push them out. She's been showing me some print ups, and I can't wait for you guys to get to see them. You might even see some on your car. But I'm proud of her, man. She is pushing. She is pushing. Big shout out. See, I was about to call her by the military name. I ain't gonna do it. Big shout out to Michelle, man, and everything that she's got going, how she's building. I love being around individuals that are pushing themselves to do more and more every day. This is what we have to do, must do, and continue to do. You know, nobody's gonna do it for us, right? With that being said, make sure you also tap in right here, rawtruenovels.org, man. New blogs on the way each and every day. Make sure you guys catch up on some of the blogs you may have missed, man. She's got the thing rolling. Books available in Amazon, Walmart, the Play Store, KOBO. You know what I mean? Lock In is out there, is ready for you. You want to learn about some new stories. You want to learn about the things that's been rocking and rolling in life and the way she puts it all together. You don't want to miss out. Tap in, get your copy. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, you might want to attempt to get one signed. Whenever you see her pop them events up, when you see her doing her thing, pull up, make sure you get your book, get it signed. I'm talking about it may be worth something later on. I'm just saying. So you can order now. Go to rawtruenovels.org and get your gear, get your stuff. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna lie, she might have some gear waiting for you, Ty, too. You just never know. The girl always working on things. So make sure you guys tap in. I encourage you to do that ASAP. ASAP. Also, man, tap in with All Over the World, man. Presents a song yesterday. Great energy, great vibes. You know what I mean? This one is really going to go places. Bro has had a lot of great music, but the story behind how this came together, who's seen this already, who's already excited about it, who's putting stuff behind it already, the whole story of how this song was created is powerful. You know what I mean? It's already hitting the right people at the right time. The rollout's going to be crazy. You know what I mean? Got some other DJ things rolling on too. So shout out to SemiQuest, Quest Promotions, Blunt Music. You know, they've got the movies out right now. Big shout out to everybody doing their thing, man. Shout out to DB. DB's been on the road. He's been out here pushing, man. I'm talking about over 2,500 individuals he done locked in with. Man, so anytime y'all see them bunny ears out there, that man out there doing his thing, man. So shout out to DB as well. But all around the world, SemiQuest featuring the Kid GQ. This was produced by the super producer. Listen to me. When I say super producer, Marvelous J. All you gotta do is look him up and then you're gonna be like, oh, damn, bro, I ain't even know. I know you didn't know, but I'm telling you now. On one. It's Sunday, y'all. It is Sunday, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Yeah, man. So I want you guys to go ahead and lock in, tap in with everything that's going on, man. Let me go ahead and get into the show. I've just been rolling these promotions and telling everybody about what everybody got going on. Let's just go ahead and get right into it, man, because this is what's needed. This is what's needed. This is what's great for individuals out here. And there's something powerful behind building and bonding and healing. Period. Welcome back to Inside Speaks, man. It is Sunday, a day to slow down, breathe, and take back your life. Today is a fun with the kids day. Trust me, you may see Taylor here in a second. We're talking about how to building, playing, and creating with your kids, your loved ones, and friends. This can help veterans reconnect with the world again. If you're a veteran, a parent, or someone trying to rebuild your life, this episode is just for you. And it is for you. It is for you. Transitioning out of the military can feel like you are dropping out of the world with structure, purpose, and clarity into a world that is loud, messy, and unpredictable. Kids live in that world naturally. Now, if you guys have kids, been around kids, you know, listen, hey, they are spontaneous. They will say things that you expect for them to say. They're very observant. They learn super fast. They suck things in like a sponge, and they know how to wring it out to drop it back on you. Children live in that world. So most of us veterans, when we come back home, and most of us that's recovering from being addicted to something. Most of us maybe that be coming out of prison and you're coming back into a place where you have not been at all. There's like a disconnect, right? You used to having somebody telling you what to do. You used to having a purpose and purpose. So if you locked up, your purpose is come home. All right, you in the military, your purpose is what? To come home. You know what I mean? You overcoming anxiety and these different mental issues. Your purpose is what? To come home, right? But with kids, they are at home with themselves. That's why you hear most of these people when they talk these big lectures and big philosophy stories, all this stuff. They always say, "Man, find your inner kid." Find the inner child. And the reason why, because they can live in chaos and still be at peace. Normally they're the ones causing the chaos, but we get the connection with that. And this is how it can help you build, bond, and heal, right? And the only way for you can do those three things is you got to have a eagerness and a want and a drive to live. Right. And as you study and watch kids, and you guys see my kids when they pop through here, man, they are full of energy. The older we get, a lot of the energy we tend to lose. Now, here's the thing about kids. They don't care about rank. They don't care about deadlines or a mission brief. They care about what's going on in their world right at the time and what they're doing. They care about fun. And when you step into their world, even for 20 minutes, something powerful happens. You slow down, you breathe, you reconnect, and you feel like a human again. That's a fact. That's real. You know what I mean? Even when I'm sitting here doing this show and you see them pop up and they come over, I get to feel like a kid again. I get to joke with them again. I don't have so much structure going on. Kids pull into the present moment, and that's where the healing starts. You got to be in the present. Most of us has got so much stuff going on. We thinking about what happened to us in the past, or we worried about what's going to happen in the future. Kids stay in that middle part. Down what's finna come up. Down what's around that corner. Down what the hell just happened yesterday. I don't even remember me falling over, bumping my head. I don't remember that. What we doing today, Daddy? That's what's so special about kids, you know what I mean? And then what's so funny is I do not know, and I don't understand why a lot of doctors and some of the psych people that I've had to sit down and talk to, they never really mention that a lot. Of course, they're probably more worried about you maybe having a moment or spazzing out or, doing something like that. Of course, you want to make sure kids are safe. But kids teach you how to slow down because you're going to have to. Or you're going to have to be able to adapt to keep up with them. If we're talking about physically being able to run around and doing all that type of jazz. But kids will bring you to a balance and you can learn from them. Hell, you can learn from anybody. But damn, when it comes to kids, you damn sure can learn from them. It makes your mind shift. And the veteran in the military, as a veteran in the military, outside the military health, some of us still living in the military in our minds, right? In the military, everything is a mission first. In civilian life, everything is relationship first. That shift is hard, but when it comes to kids, they teach you the new mission: patience, emotional presence, flexibility, creativity, and connection. Yeah, those 5 things right there. When you build something with your kids, you're practicing the exact skills that make civilian life less overwhelming. This is not therapy, but it is therapeutic. I'm not a therapist, y'all. I'm not, but I do my best to make sense of some of the notes that I jot down, some of the stuff I research, and I want to make it to where it is clear and simple to get. You got to live in individuals out here that's got the ability to hit you with a whole paragraph of stuff. Man, I just want to get to the meat and potatoes. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Follow this in order, and you may be able to use these things to build what you got going in your life, or you want to rebuild your life, or you want to reconnect with kids you probably ain't been around in a long time, or you want to reconnect with that homie down the street that may not understand what you've been through, how you came back to pop out of your addiction stage. You know what I mean? Remember, this channel is for survivors. Now, we joke, we laugh, But we also want to learn on here at the same time. We want to apply some of the things that I'm talking about, especially if you're in a storm right now. Not saying everything that I'm talking about will help you, but at least it's some type of safety net that you can lean on or fall into to use, right? And I kind of get that from everybody that I'm normally around, right? Normally I get that from a lot of individuals that I'm around. And I'm around some good individuals, and they like to bring you back, bring you back to center, right, man? You seem like you seem like you're floating off right now. Come back and snap back to reality. Get back over here, right? And that's so good. That's so good to have those individuals like that. Simple activities build connections. Now, for our parents out there, let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you this. And what I've learned over my umpteen years of being a parent, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I still feel like I am still developing as a parent, right? Some things I still gotta work on, right? But I will say this, and I can almost bet money on this, right? That when it comes to children, you can come up with the most grandiose idea, the best theme park, the best movie joint, the best everything that you could possibly think of to take a kid to, right? But what I have learned is kids can have the most simplest things and be content and happy. How do I know? Because I watch my son Tanner. Tanner can have fun and make fun out of this thing of tape, this damn cologne right here, and a glove, and make a whole story about these three items. Very creative. Very creative. And I'm talking about don't gotta spend too much on nothing. Throw them in the backyard, you finna come up with something creative. Most of us as adults, we lose that. We're so busy building, perfecting, and structuring things. We forget that power of creativity. Lucky enough, I'm a bit of an artist, so I kind of keep that creativity and creative juices flowing. But when I watch Tanner, and not that I'm studying my son, but it's just like, man, bro, he's so damn creative. And I was just the other day, I was like, man, I gotta get him some damn action figures. He making stories with these pens, and he's just and content and don't want to be bothered. Daddy, leave me alone. Why you always? I'm just checking my son. Leave me alone. I'm chilling. I'm in my own world. He is locked in. You know what I mean? Listen, we got these things. My mom, hell, both our parents ended up getting them some type of thing called Marble Run. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. If you haven't heard of it, look it up, right? I would say it's something like, well, hell, if I say that, I'm telling my age, but it was some things that we used to have back in the day where you can build. Just say this like Legos. I'm just gonna say Lego. Everybody know what Legos are. So something like Legos, but you build these different contraptions, right? And where the marble rolls through these different things. It's a really satisfying building type thing. And that's why I say my son may be an engineer. But the way his creativity worked, the way his focus is, the way he zeroes in on how to get the marble to start from here to go through this whole world of loops and spins to make it to the finish line, right? And I'm talking about locked in. Don't care about what's going on outside world. Don't care about what's going on in the news. Don't care about what daddy and mama talking about. Man, I'm watching this ball go up and down and roll around. And then after he builds it, guess what he do? Daddy, mama, come look. Satisfied. Happy. Champion. Sometimes we look for the most expensive thing we can do with the kids, right? We look for some of the most expensive things we can do for the kids. I'm still here, y'all. I got the camera rolling. Uh, We look for some of the most expensive things to do with kids, right? And you don't even gotta do that. You ain't gotta do that. They are so, man, they are so good at finding what they find what they want to do. It's crazy to me, right? It's crazy to me just to watch him do his thing. It's a hot boy. They damn Cam went off on me, but we here. But yeah, I watch him as he do his thing, and it just amazes me how he's calm. He knows how to express himself, and he's not living by no rules. He ain't over there with no instruction manual. Nope. He's just going doing his own thing. Sometimes we gotta start doing that for ourselves, man. Going back to zero. Zeroing in on something that we want to do. Not overworking ourselves to make something perfect. Kids don't care about nothing perfect. That's why I say it's a great way to learn how to build and bond, you know what I mean? And to have the ability to heal and stay to yourself and be satisfied with what you're doing. Crazy. Especially when I'm drawing with him. Or he's drawing like Tanner likes, and I know, man, you talking about Tanner? Yeah, I'm talking about Tanner, man. I gotta talk about him because this is what he does. This is what he does. This is what he does, Grand Rising, brother. This is what he does, man. Like I say, I learn from them a lot. I learn from them a lot. A lot, man. I just watch him. So so for y'all that don't got kids, you may not know. But for those that do have kids, just sit, right? Just sit and watch. And you will see how they care less about the things we worry about. They can care less. They can care less about what argument may be going on. They can care less about what just happened at TMZ. They can care less that the Cowboys just won yesterday, right? Although it may be preseason, but you got to put it out there. Right? But to have that superpower to be able to lock in and not give a damn. Now, I'm good at cutting shit off, right? But their level of it is not meant to have no ill will. They're just so content and happy in their own world. You know what I mean? Angel writes about some of this stuff too. That's why I say I got to read up on some of the things that she be writing about. Even when it came to Tanner learning how to talk. I mean, and the boy won't stop talking now. and I love it. I love it. Drawing pictures, writing scripts, creating characters. You know what I mean? And I know, and he's autistic and all that. Yeah, but I don't even see that. Man, the boy is super smart. He knows how to figure things out, especially when it's something that he wants to do. Talking about organizing shit, stuff got to be right, color coded. I can watch him all day. I can sit there and watch him all day and literally be entertained. Even in moments where I may be having a bad day, I just be like, pfft. And I know Angel be like, you always call out, leave them alone. Nah, I just want to get a hug from kids, man, because it just amazes me that we literally give them, let's just be real, we give them everything they possibly could want or need. Each of them got their own little what you call it, the PlayStation thing. It's one behind me right now, right? They got little PlayStation things, right? TVs in their room, whatever they want, they get, right? Guess what? Most of the time, they are creatively building stuff out of things that we just leave around. I promise you, I got out here and I trusted him enough to give that man a hammer and nails and some wood and a saw, I bet he'll get out there and build a house. I know Trista would. I seen her do some stuff. I seen her do some stuff with some cardboard. And Daddy, come look at this. Coming out talking about the whole room with cardboard, big ass cardboard house. It made me feel. I was worried, like, man, making the house messy. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I was proud of her. Like, wow, that's creative as shit. As we get older, I feel we lose that inner child connection, man. But you got to be focused. You got to be patient. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to work through your problems. You know what I mean? That right there, it just, when my kids do things, I talk about my kids a lot on here, but I missed out on a lot of that stuff. Angel got to see a lot of that stuff early. So when I'm catching on stuff and I'm seeing them do something special, Angel be like, man, they've been doing that. You just ain't been seeing it. I'm like, well, I know, but like I'm seeing it now. And it's like, wow, like I didn't know that. I didn't know he could do that. Hell, I didn't know she could do that. I didn't know they can do that. And for a veteran, it brings me back in. It's like, man, my son can get through that. I can get through this too. You know what I mean? I'm dealing with this, that. Oh, I can make it through that. Look at what they're doing. Too easy. Too easy, man. You know what I mean? And a big one that I know that works really, really good is going outside, as you guys see me doing. I got out there and played that game with Taylor. He likes to play tag. He likes to play hide and go seek. He likes playing those games, right? And these are older games that we would play outside. Or we used to play a game called Open Chest. When you get punched in your chest, we used to be creative as kids. I think as we get older, we stop thinking about the creativity. We start thinking about how to survive. We focus more on survival than actually enjoying the moments, right? You know what I mean? And I believe as us that is out here recovering, those that are just coming back home from being behind bars, those that are coming back home from serving this country and coming back home, these are things that can help you. I'm not telling you go out there and go have a bunch of kids. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is you get around kids and you can even be at them at a distance and just watch them circumnavigate through life. And it's just like, wow, that I missed that part of life where I don't got to give a damn about figuring out how the bill's going to get paid, figuring out how I'm going to make sure the kids got stuff for school, figuring out, okay, if I answer this call, who else got a problem that's going to call me where we got to goddamn help them fix their problem. You know what I mean? The things that we as adults have to deal with, kids don't got to worry about. And what's so sad, y'all, we get to, as we they'll go through the same thing too. I'm ready to get older. I'm ready to get older. I want to be an adult. Kind of like what Mark Cuban was saying. You work your butt off to get to a certain stage in life to where you can be a kid again. Makes sense. I check out Rob Dyrdek. Some of you guys may not know who Rob Dyrdek is, but the guy's a skateboarder. He does skateboarding, but he wanted to take it to another level. So he started producing these little shows and made a whole factory, which launched everybody else in making their own creative factory, their own creative little studios, creative compounds. You know what I mean? That's where Wayne got his idea of doing a creative compound, right? To be able to be a kid, work all the way through life, and get to a point where you have some type of success to where you can literally do what you wanted to do as a kid. Now we are busting ass so the kids can enjoy those privileges early, right? And I will say, yeah, he loves baseball. Yesterday, Taylor was over there showing his little jersey shirt off yesterday, spinning in a circle. I keep telling y'all, you want to find a way to bond and reconnect as a veteran or someone coming out of recovery, get around some kids, man. That's why that show, Kids Say the Most Darnest Thing, was a successful show. Because you just never know. Them producers just never knew what those kids was going to say. I knew they didn't. Because kids will say some stuff out of this world. Yesterday, so funny, yesterday, little baby that was at the Black Cloud Studios I was at, right? Y'all seen where they had the little pink backdrop we were standing at in the video, right? They had this new baby kitten. Man, this little toddler, waddling her way over, waddling over. She walked, she walked over. Guess what she did? She grabbed the cat by the tail. She was doing her best to help. She wanted to get the cat out the way. You know what I mean? All the adults was over here, and then I think it was at the time everybody just turned and watched, and she just grabbed the cat by the tail. The young man I was doing a video of that was recording himself teaching him the content, he's the one that ran over and got the cat. But it just tells you how much kids have this ability not to care. Man, not to care in a bad way, but just be able to be like, hell, damn what y'all talking about? Get out here and play. I want to play. I want to enjoy my day. I believe that is what we all out here as adults. I just want to enjoy my day. You know what I mean? In order to get that BBL, build, bond, and live. You got to get out here and play. You got to get outside and play. I have fun out there with my kids, man. Today I went on this back spot where I was working at. They done cleared all these little walk paths. So it looked like they're about to build some more houses right across our main road again. So they finna clear all those trees out where I normally walk at. And it just came to my mind, just like, you know what? What if we was able to clear our minds? What if we was able to just get a bulldozer and just run through our minds and clear out all the brush and the branches and the trees that we don't need in our minds and don't need in our hearts? We was able to do that. And it's like, the best way to do that is get around some kids. They're gonna show you. There was a show back in the day called Baby Kids. Now, Baby Kids was some bad kids. Some bad kids. Good intentions, bad kids. But they didn't care about what anybody said. They were enjoying life in their own special way. Their own special way. And I think to be able to master that, to be able to tap back into that, you know what I mean? We have to, one, get rid of a lot of the stress, right? Find something that's going to allow you to be stress-free. Then you really have to live in the moment. I was talking to a young individual yesterday, and man, I was talking to her about 30 minutes. She had just came back from Japan, talking about she's into like the comic. Every time I meet somebody that's in this Comic-Con world, that's into the anime, man, I'm talking about they know the history, the way characters are made, and all that type of jazz. And it was just interesting, right? I was like, okay, that's what's up. Somebody come over, yeah, bro, this is this. No, he was introducing me all type of people. It was just like, okay, yeah, bro, that's what's up. I was like, while this lady's explaining to me about the Comic-Con, the anime, the favorite anime, and why she's a teacher. She's a teacher, so she teaches kids how to read. She's like, yeah, I use some of these animes and things to teach them how to read and connect and all this stuff. And I was kind of, it was just like, wow, but the way you talking about this, you sound like a kid yourself. Not in a bad way, y'all, but it's like, when you find stuff that you really like to do, that you really love to do, you become that kid. You find a way to bond yourself and glue yourself back together no matter what type of chaos is going on. You know what I mean? When I talk about stuff that I like to talk about, I feel like a kid because I'm feeling the joy. I'm living in the moment. That's something that we all got to work on. Find something that you love to do and dive deep in it. Deep dive in it. Deep dive in it. Deep dive in it, right? And that's what I learned from my kids. I learned that. I also learned a little bit of that from Angel. Angel like to joke. She like be doing little jokey jokes and make little comments, and we be sending videos, funny ass videos back and forth, right? And it's some of the videos be funny as hell. But the moments make you feel like a kid again. Man, I remember that. You know what I mean? I sent her a video of this this lady was making grits, right? And again, and the grits was watery. And she said, man, all you gotta do is throw some flour. The lady threw flour in her grits to make the grits more thick. And then the video, it did like a cut scene, and it showed somebody whipping the screen, telling her, "Don't you never put no flour in the grits." You know what I mean? It's so funny. You know, pastimes is what I'm getting at. Pastimes, moment that you can remember that make you laugh. You know what I mean? When you're having a stressful, bad day and you're not really bonding with people, you're not locking in with individuals, it helps for you to laugh. Laughing is healing. You know what I mean? Having a comedic perspective. You know, I'm always talking about JB. I'm pretty sure when he had bad days, he find a way to laugh. That's what comedians do very well. That's their power, you know. Make some stuff funny, make a super joke, you know, make people laugh. Kids will make you laugh just off of the things they do. Yesterday, my son was trying to figure out how to use a goddamn can opener. Although I've seen the video now of everybody showing how to use a can opener properly, but guess what? I showed him the way I knew how to. Turn the damn thing sideways, bro. Cut this. Your kids are gonna bring it back to life, man. You don't got kids, get around some of your nieces and nephews, man. Some of the conversations now, unless they're just a super smart, super smart genius kid, you know what I mean? You may not be able to talk and do that. But when it comes to average regular kids, they will make you laugh your heart away. You know what I mean? They will make you laugh your heart away. Seriously. This is how it helps veterans to heal. This is how it helps you heal. You don't want to go to the VA, get around some kids. They're going to make you laugh. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be able to be around them the whole time. It may frustrate you after a while. But just for a few moments, it bring you back balanced again. Right? You know what I mean? Y'all, I don't know if y'all ever watch Martin, though. Martin will always come in there, Martin, love the kids. I love the kids. He will say that for a reason, though. He will say that for a reason. You know, it's going to make you feel like a kid again. And you also know, hey, Martin love the kids, but I also know they're going to have to leave. They got to go back to their parents. That's what makes good grandparents. Grandparents love being around the kids because they know they can give them back. Can't wait to be grandparent. Yeah, get to chill with the kids and y'all go ahead and go back home to your mama and them. Here's the truth. Kids don't care about your past. They don't care about your future. All they want to do is live in the present. Helps you rebuild your patience. It restores your emotional connection. It feels useful again when you're able to do something with the kids. You literally, when you're working with kids, they're gonna ask you to help them do something. Gives you a reason, gives you a mission, gives you a pop back out and do something, right? It teaches you patience and slow down because you got to figure out, the kid's gonna have to figure out Daddy, how do I get this to work? How do I get this to work? Do I do this and I do this? And you know how to work it, but you got to be patient and let them figure it out. Okay, well, son, you expand the light this way. You press the button to get the light come on. All right, bro. You want the light to go big, you push the light down. You turn. You know what I mean? So it gives you a reason. Well, I don't got to really get around kid. They're gonna give you a reason. They're gonna use some purpose to keep going. I mean, on top of that, it teaches you how to be creative again. And it also breaks down the cycle of isolation, something that we veterans do and individuals that are coming out of recovery, those that have been locked up. One thing that we do and our first run to is to isolate ourselves. No, for real. Because I still do this to this day. Now, I may isolate myself in this room and start working on something, right? Or I get over here and might foot around with a painting or something. Or I'll find myself locked in some type of space and giving myself, quote unquote, busy work. And that's some of the first things that we do, man. We instantly want to isolate ourselves. So I say again, you're feeling like you're not bonding and you're looking for that BBL. Get around some kids, man. They'll teach you how to bond, they'll teach you how to build, and they'll teach you how to live. Just in case you forgot, this channel is made for survivors. Make sure you guys stay locked in, man. This is the type of conversation I like to have, man. I like to involve my family. I like to talk about my family. I always tell you I'm a second chance father. You know what I mean? I am a veteran. I got my own issues that I deal with. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. Never want to be perfect, because you're perfect out here, you'll live a boring life. Right? I like to express my ideas and thoughts and things that I research and study for others to see that it is possible to continue to move forward, even if you may have jacked up and messed up a few times. But I will tell you, even with me feeling drained and tired right now, just seeing Tanner had just got up. He doing that little. He looked like one of the groundhogs, just popping his head up. Put the covers back on. Anyways, wait, they make you laugh. They make you feel good. That's what they do. So you need that. You're looking for that. Find you some nieces and nephews to be around. If you don't have kids in your home, at least you can give them back. And you do got some kids, man. I know your kids may frustrate you. They may make you upset. They may tick you off here and there. But they don't mean no harm. They just doing what kids do. You know what they do? They enjoy life. Even if it brings you a headache. They just enjoy life. I know some of you guys may be saying right now, man, well, I can just get out here and just enjoy life. You can. Learn from one of your kids. Get out there and do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? It was a character back in the day called Curious George. It was a monkey. And the monkey seemed to always get in some trouble. Not that he was meant to get in trouble. He was just curious about everything. Curious George. He always was curious about everything. Want to figure out everything. Want to learn everything. That's what kids do. And I believe when we get back to that, I want to get back out here and learn some more. I want to get back out here and remember what it was like to have fun. I want to remember what it was like to go outside and just run with my head cut off. Now, we may not be able to run far. But just get back out here and have fun again. Even if it's just for a moment. Even if it's just for 20 minutes. I promise you'll feel better about yourself. Then you might feel a little silly about yourself for the things that you were upset about and mad about. Because that whole time you was puffing and mad and upset, you could have been chilling and relaxing, kicking your feet up somewhere. There's always going to be work to do. There's always going to be wheels. There's always going to be some other problem that'll compare. It's always going to be something else. And when you know it's always going to be something else, you're going to find something to do for yourself. Take time out for yourself. I'm telling you now. I'm going to get some rest and watch a movie with Angel, man. I got some stuff that I got to chop up later on, man. I got some more content that I put out throughout the day. But listen, this has been fun. It's been fun. I love my babies, man. I'm going to talk about my babies. I might talk about my babies every day on this show. If you haven't already, make sure you tap in with these shows right here. Veteran Reset Tips, Weekend Warrior Tips, Military Myths Exposed. Those movies lie to you. Make sure you tap in with that, man. Listen, got a new show lineup running for you guys. I'll be presenting that tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. You guys will see the new show rundown. So much going on. Big shout out to Quest Promotions, man. Big shout out to Angel Williams. Big shout out to Big G, man. Yeah, make sure you guys tap in with Gems IT Publishing. I might ask bro to give me like a little flyer or something so I can make sure I pop that up. So I can, when I'm talking about it, y'all can see these images and things that I'm talking about. And all the other shows that's on the Primetime Network. Shout out to you guys, man. Keep going, keep pumping, stay consistent so you can continue to shine, man. With that being said, man, it's been another show, another great show, another conversation with you guys. This Sunday, man. Get out here and relax. You know what I mean? Roll that footage. Another amazing show, man. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. It's your boy Inside. Make sure you guys continue to like, share, comment, and be involved in the conversation. Every morning, 10 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time, we do it again. I'll see you there. I'm going to make my way back home. You guys stay safe. Roll those credits.
Stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime on YouTube, all social media platforms. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to make sure you tap in. Right now, over 72,000 subscribers and well over 11 million views and watch time hours. So make sure that you continue to support, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in with us because we're going to keep on bringing you this hot content every day and in every way. It's your main man, Big G. And make sure, like I said, stop what you're doing right now and tap in. Like, share, subscribe. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime.